Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I'll demonstrate how you can use remote management on AVEVA 2020 Edge. Remote management is an inbuilt tool on AVEVA that allows you to make change on your engineering workstation and download it to a separate machine, which normally has a runtime license. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I have a machine here. This machine has only runtime license. There's no engineering license. So which means you can't make changes on it, on the graphics, add tags, alarm, and everything. But I got another computer here that has a runtime and engineering license in it. So I can make changes to the graphics, add tags, make alarm changes, and transpose those changes into this runtime machine here. The tool that facilitates again is called remote management. So let me show you how you can do it. Before you can start making these two computers talk to each other, on this runtime machine here, you got to run a CEServer, which is an agent, a remote management agent that facilitates communication between your engineering workstation and your runtime license. That file is located on the directory where you have installed your AVEVA. So mine is stored in C drive, program files 86. AVEVA Edge 2020 and a bin. You're going to look for the file called CEServer. The file name is called CEServer. CE normally stands for Compact Edition on Windows, but this applies to not only Compact Edition, also applies to Windows Server class OS as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start this. And this is the screen that you get. It's called Remote Agent. The IP address of this machine is at the bottom here, where I'm highlighting here. So first of all, you're going to have to click on Setup and set up your user if they have not prompted you for the user. If this Add button and Remove buttons are not available for you, click on Enable Security and then Add, and go ahead and add a new user for yourself, username and password. And the user will appear here. To edit the user, just click on it, Edit or Remove. So once you add the user, just remember the user credential. That's what you'll need to log into this computer from your engineering workstation here. So I'm going to close this here and click OK and keep this as it is. This particular system is also running on a system tray. If you click on the system tray, you can see remote agent here, V20. So I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm going to go to the engineering workstation and launch my studio. On the studio, once you launch it, click on Home and click on Connect here. It opens up a window, a pop-up window for remote management. You enter the IP address of this machine. Again, the IP address is here, and click on Connect. It will challenge you for user credential. Then you enter your user credential like what you did just now and click OK. If it's successfully connected, it will tell you what's your status and the platform that you're connecting to. And the disconnected button will be available for you. Just for demonstration, I'm going to disconnect this guy here for now. You can see the socket is closed. I'm going to exit this completely. I just want to demonstrate to you what the error looks like if your CEServer is not running. So right now my CEServer is not running on my system tray. So this runtime application doesn't have any CEServer. So with this IP address, I'm going to click Connect. They'll give you an error code 10061 that indicates that your CEServer is not running. So I'm going to go ahead and start my CEServer again. Minimize this guy here. You don't have to do anything. You already set up your user credential and hit Connect. And they'll challenge you for a password that indicates that you have a good connection. And click on OK. If for some reason, if you get a socket cannot be opened, it means that your remote agent is running on a separate computer or on a separate session of the RDP. Just make sure that all your remote agents are closed before you do this connection here. So once that is done, now you're ready to transpose the files from this computer to that computer. So if you click on Projects, let me walk you through on projects here. So this is your local drive where your AVEVA application is stored. So which means on this computer here, on this engineering workstation here, this is where the HMI application is stored. And this is the target, which means this is where the runtime machine has stored the application here. So if you open your Windows Explorer on this computer here, on this runtime computer here, you will see that you have this directory. That's your target. So if you click on Download and click on New Only, they'll only transpose files that has been changed, and that's how you send the files. If you can also change the status from run to stop. You can actually stop the HMI running on this machine here using this to function here. I'm not going to do that right now, but I'll demonstrate to you later on. And import will import whatever you have application wise from this directory into this engineering workstation here, which means you are pulling application from this computer here into this engineering workstation for backup. Licensing, I'm not going to go through that. This is a separate topic altogether. You're able to move license from here to there. I don't have any license to demonstrate for that, but the whole intent is to do a remote management of changes. So I'm going to go to projects here, and I'm going to click download. Click yes. You can see how files are being moved across. You can see files were successfully sent. Okay, now you're connected. I'm going to click cancel here on my remote management tool. And this icon is still showing as connected, which means any changes that you make on your engineering workstation will get transmitted to the runtime machine. Let me demonstrate what I mean by that. If I double click and open my history here and right click and go properties, I'm going to add a header for this alarm banner, show header, and close this. And when I try to save this on my engineering workstation, they will tell me that this file will be downloaded to the target system as well. If you click yes here, this screen is actually downloaded to your runtime machine now. So that's one thing. I guess you don't really have to keep opening and closing the connection here in order to do that. Go back to projects here. I did say that you can also stop and run. You can click on stop. You can see runtime was stopped. In order to run, you can click on run from here. I hope you learned something out of this. If you do, please subscribe and thumbs up. Other than that, you have a good day. Bye.